game announcements and stuff like that. But once the game started going, I kind of settled in a little bit.
And nice to see all the young guys contribute tonight.
Yeah, it's good.
What'd you think of the lighting, by the way?
I'm sorry?
Lighting.
Oh yeah, the lighting was really good. Yeah, it was felt like daytime.
James, you're used to the new rules from minor leagues last season, but what was it like just for the rest of the guys out there with the new pitch clock and all the different changes?
Yeah, I think we're used to it by now. It's we did it all spring, and I remember last year there was like a 2-week period where we were still kind of getting our feet wet with it. But like being able to do it in the spring, I think everyone's used to it for the most part. And there's obviously going to be hiccups here and there, but I thought we did a good job at getting in the box on time, getting the pitch off on time. I don't think we had any violations tonight, did we?
How different than the Dodger Stadium home run feel as you're rounding the bases?
It was cool. The fans are awesome. It was awesome. It was dream come true.
How different did center field feel from sitting in the stands last year in the playoffs?
I mean, center field kind of always feels the same, I think. But just getting your bearings, getting a feel for where the fence is, getting a feel for how fast the grass plays, stuff like that. But I was able to get some batting practice reps and stuff like that, and a little bit last year before the playoffs. So it didn't feel too foreign to me.
Did you get the ball back?
No.
James, obviously this is an organization known for having young guys that come up and seamlessly fill roles. Is that something you think about coming up and making that immediate impact, continuing that trend, if you will?
Yeah, I think the Dodgers do an unbelievable job at developing guys. So they're putting guys in that they think can that are ready in my opinion. So I think it's a testament to the player development in the Dodger system, because up and down there's a lot of really, really good players.
James, before the game, Doc told us that when he told you you're starting down in Anaheim, that you just kind of straight-faced him and just kept chewing your gum. And is that kind of your personality, or were you hiding a little bit there?
No, I was definitely excited, but being nervous beforehand wasn't going to help me out any. So just take the info, run with it, prepare myself, and try and view it as objectively as possible, because when nerves start taking over, bad things happen sometimes. So just trying to stay even keel and kind of use the nerves rather than let them take over.
Go ahead.
Is your comfort level better than you expected? I don't know what you expected.
Yeah, I think the clubhouse is just a group of really good guys, so they're good at making you feel welcome. So I think that plays a big part in that.
Does this feel at all like a continuation of last July, or does it just feel like a completely different experience in terms of just obviously some immediate success for you?
Yes and no. I mean, it's definitely a new season. I feel like I just wanted to get off on a good foot and kind of pick up where I left off last year. So I think that was kind of the main focus. I feel like I learned a lot last year and grew a lot as a ball player. So just trying to stay right there.
Before the game, you said there's only one first opening day for you to get a homer in that one first and only opening day. What's that mean to you?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. I think all of us are just trying to do our job. So, I'm sure once I detach myself from this game and think on it, I'll probably admire it a little bit more. But I was just trying to get a good at bat.
You soak that in. I mean, this is not the Humboldt Crabs here, right? I mean, it's you're a long way away from where you started.
Yeah, definitely. And when we were doing the intros, Freddie told me hey, this is you only get one of these, so enjoy it, soak it in, because there's only one, so you might as well have fun.
How much did coming back from that 0-2 for the walk in that third inning sort of help you the rest of the night?
I think it definitely relaxed me for sure. It just getting on base, running and scoring, and in that situation, then we tied the game up. So then at that point, it just felt like we were, in a ball game. But yeah.
Did you do your ritual before the game?
I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I haven't in a while, actually.
Yeah, and James, you talked about how much you're looking forward to this and playing in front of this crowd. Now that you've experienced and gone through it, so what was that like? That ovation, just that warm reception from this Dodger Stadium crowd?
Oh, it was going to bring me to tears at the beginning. It's pretty crazy being on the field level and hearing those fans.
Yeah, and then you saw you impacting the game, stretch into a double. Just kind of talk about how there's other elements of your game, how you're trying to like show that right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're always, you know, training that like a bobble, like trying to get the second base, trying to get whatever edge you possibly can at any point. So, you know, we train that so much that it's fun when the instincts kind of take over in that aspect. But yeah, we do that stuff like all the time.
Yeah, and 2 home runs in 2 games. If you thought about maybe trying to get that ball back, trading something maybe for the fan, they got it.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Is that how it works, or
Maybe, man.
James, how do you not turn this into like a pressure situation where you try not to put too much on yourself in your first game?
How do I not?
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it's just like it's still baseball, you know, and there definitely is going to be pressure, but a big part was a lot of people were texting me, and I was trying to ignore them as much as possible because like that was kind of stressing me out more than anything. Other than that, it just felt like a normal day at the yard, you know, just a different setting, but. You know, just reminding myself like, hey, it's still a game, still baseball, still supposed to have fun, and you know, not worrying about stuff that's uncontrollable. Like, and like, there's no reason I should stress out about starting before it happens because that's not going to help me if I'm stressing out beforehand. So
You said you're going to think about it afterward, but how does this moment, in this moment, compare to Colorado last year, first game of the year?
I think Colorado's got this one beat, to be honest. That was pretty, like, just, you know, it was like the dream come true, and now this feels like the next stepping stone, in my opinion. But I'm excited, and you know, my answer might change tomorrow after I kind of think about the game, for sure.
What do you say about?
Yeah.
What do you say about people who think the Dodger organization is in transition, and you're actually part of that transition?
I don't know. I just want to help us win games, you know, and it's there might be a transition. You know, we still have we have a bunch of all-stars on our team still, so it's not like we've lost a ton of guys. You know, our pitching staff, we have, you know, one of the best pitchers to ever live as our day 3 guy. So it's you know, we still have a lot of veteran presence on the team.
So you think people are overreacting?
To be honest, I don't even know what they were saying. I mean, I knew that they were saying like young.
Well, when you lose kind of $100 million worth of players in an offseason, it's caused a lot of angst among fans and where the organization is going.
Yeah, I mean, the player development is top tier here, and you know, you go to any minor league game and you can see like, wow, like, this guy can play in the big leagues today. We have so many good players, and we always have guys that are ready, in my opinion.
James, when you think about, you know, what these last few years have looked like for you, and really the consistency that's been at the plate, what do you attribute to this success and the consistency that you've had offensively?
I think practice. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so, you know, as overused as the term is, like trusting the process, not getting too up, not getting too down, and just learning in your trials rather than letting trials be sucky, you know? I think that was the biggest thing, is just like understanding like, hey, this is a hard game, and how am I going to get myself better, rather than just dwelling on the fact that sometimes things don't go my way.
So you had a home run during spring training in the Freeway Series here in Dodger Stadium. That was your first time playing here. I remember you telling me that you were looking forward to it, the feeling of when the fans are here. Now you've already had that feeling here on opening day. You told me you blacked out earlier, but what can you how would you describe just everything that's going to happen within the last 24 hours for you here?
Yeah, I was having like some wild dreams last night, just like preparing myself for opening day. My subconscious was more stressed out, I think, than I was. But you know, it was surreal. The fans are awesome. Like, it's like hearing the roar of a crowd is like one of the coolest things ever, especially when you're on the field level.
Does anything compare to this moment?
Anything compared? I think maybe my debut, just because like that was such a whirlwind. It felt like whiplash. Like I was in like had the time of my life, and then I was out, and it was kind of just like, oh, I need to get back there so bad. But this has been a good day, and hopefully we can do it 161 more times.
When you think about just the offensive contribution up and down the lineup, how would you describe what this team is capable of achieving?
I think anybody can get on base at any time. So with that, it kind of makes us a little bit of a threat because I think up and down we can put up good at bats, and I think we did that tonight. Everybody was getting on. Everybody was passing the baton to the next guy. We had a lot of guys on.
I promise the other nights of the season will not be as crazy as today.